Hey, welcome back, and in today's video, we're going to be looking into the abuse allegations in detail in the Mars Argo and Poppy and Titanic Sinclair lawsuit. If you notice by the thumbnail, hashtag Titanic Sinclair is over party. I also have undisputable evidence that Poppy is 100% human that will put a rest to all those who think that she is not human. Rather than wait to the end of the video, I'll tell you now. Are you ready? Robots can't get sued. I'd like to start off with good old Max Landis last year saying Poppy is a ripoff of Mars Argo, the original created as a team by Mars Argo and Titanic Sinclair. Titanic and Mars had a breakup, and he stole the project they created together. It's all pretty ugly. Mars is a good friend of mine. Whole thing is cool, but it's kind of a real bummer. The most frustrating element is that Poppy is a literal impression of Mars Argo. The rip is most evident in this video, and he attaches a video, more than likely the one of the bleeding, many of the several examples in the lawsuit. Titanic deliberately deleted all the videos they made together. Mars is a very unique, special person, and Poppy mimics not only her look, but her real voice. It's actually really horrible and sinister. Imagine a boyfriend making an entire web series copying the personality of his ex. And this is Max Landis saying this way back last year, but at the time it could only be seen as a speculation, a rumor, until now. Referencing where Titanic Sinclair did used to say that he wanted the videos out there, but Britney kept deleting them as if to try to make Britney Sheets look very bad. But we see in the lawsuit, it says, on one afternoon in September 2014, Miss Sheets found Mr. Mixter sitting in her courtyard and he seemed jittery. He demanded that she deleted all of the videos on their YouTube channel. His behavior and mannerisms frightened Miss Sheets, who immediately changed the passwords to grocerybag.tv. Miss Sheets had always been responsible for managing the account, so it was not unusual for her to access the channel. Titanic Sinclair physically abused Mars Argo on multiple occasions. This includes viciously punching her in the face. 61. Thereafter, Mr. Mixter learned of Miss Sheets' plan to go into the studio to pursue a solo venture. He became violent. During the last week of April 2015, Mr. Mixter showed up unannounced and approached Miss Sheets outside the gate to her home and viciously punched her in the face. He then followed her through the gate, through the courtyard, into her apartment door. Miss Sheets quickly ran inside her apartment, locked herself inside, and yelled for Mr. Mixter to leave. These actions terrified Miss Sheets, but she was too afraid to report the incident to the police out of fear that Mr. Mixter would retaliate against her in even worse ways. And we've seen the length that Mr. Mixter is willing to go by mimicking Mars Argo, stealing everything that she worked so hard for, and then grooming Poppy, or that copy, whichever you would like to call her, as literal representation of her persona. Not only did he physically attack her, he broke into her apartment and broke all her things. 53. Around the same time Mr. Mixter released the first work with Poppy on November 9th, 2014, Mr. Mixter broke into Miss Sheets' apartment through the bedroom window in the middle of the night. He was obviously intoxicated or high on drugs. Miss Sheets asked him to leave and go home. Miss Sheets photographed the broken window. You can see the broken window here, and that is why this took so long. She photographed and built a case up before she was able to come back. When she was sure she had everything that she needed, all the evidence that she needed to procure the lawsuit to make sure it was a successful one, she then decided it was good time for her to come back. 148. During and after the relationship, defendant Mixter emotionally, physically, and psychologically abused plaintiff, including breaking into Miss Sheets' apartment, breaking her possessions, and assaulting Miss Sheets physically. For example, April 2015, defendant Mixter waited at Miss Sheets' apartment complex gate for her to come home and then punched her in the face once she arrived. Miss Sheets was intimidated by Mr. Mixter and did not make a police report at the time because she was afraid that he would retaliate against her and the abuse would worsen. She feared retribution. From all this trauma and abuse, Miss Sheets was diagnosed with PTSD. Pay attention to this. 144. as a direct and proximate result of the torturous, unlawful, and wrongful acts and conduct of defendants Mixter and Pereira. Mixter and Pereira. Let me highlight. Pereira. Plaintiff has suffered in the past and future special damages and past future general damages in an amount according to proof at trial. Plaintiff has been damaged emotionally and financially, including but not limited to suffering from anxiety, depression, emotional distress, post-traumatic stress disorder, as well as loss of income, employment, and career benefits. It's pretty critical, and they have yet to make a response, and they're still posting those 45-second videos, which almost seem like a slap in the face to their serious situation. This is the comeback statement that Mars Argo posted on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. It says, "Hi, I've thought about this day when I would be writing this letter to you all for a very long time. Now the day is here. I must admit, I'm terrified. I'm terrified of what is going on. I'm terrified that what I say might not come out just right. Some of you are new, but some of you have known me for a long time. I'm not much for words, but what I say is thank you. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for showing me that there is still good in people. You have given me the courage and the confidence to come back and be who I am. None of this has been easy. I have read many of your messages, and even though I couldn't answer at the time, I want you to know how much I care. I care a lot. In my darkest times, I've carried your messages with me. Many of you have been asking about new music. Yes, I'm going to share my work with you again, but I will talk about that when the time comes. In the meantime, I'm asking that you please be patient with me. I have no idea how any of this is going to make me feel. I hope that coming forward about this will make me feel better, feel safe, and feel like I'm able to be myself again. Sincerely, Brittany." And there's rumors, we have a snippet of she's doing a photo shoot now, preparing for her comeback, which is great. Let's see, I have a snippet of that. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the video off here. I think it's safe to say that hashtag Titanic is over party is well underway. Let's get a couple hashtags underneath the comments here. Look, hopefully you'll see that Poppy is a copy. It's not that Poppy, it's that copy. And as interesting as this is, there's always something that's more interesting to me. That's right, you guessed it. I want to know what you think. So why don't you go ahead and leave your creative and or interesting responses in the comment box below. Thumbs up for those likes. And as always, brothers and sisters, I will see you in the next video. Woo! It's getting crazy. Make sure that you are following Ripzilla Twitter to keep up with these updates. We're posting new things every day as the case develops. As soon as any more happens, you'll be the first to know. Rep Squad is now over 16,000 subscribers. That's really awesome. I think everyone couldn't have done it by myself. This is definitely a group effort. Me and Greg the Cat, we both are really humbled. Greg wants you to know that he is coming out with his series very soon because he knows that you're repping, and if you're not repping, you're Gregging. And how do you become a member of the Rep Squad? All you gotta do is subscribe with notifications turned on. Be in the comment section after every single video because I'm gonna be there, Greg the Cat's gonna be there, and the rest of the Rep Squad community is going to be there. And I hope to see you there too because this channel loves you.